Hey gang, it's JC and this is the Daily Dose for Monday, August 6, 2012, a combined venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Clayton. We have great television archives up top. We have JC's Eye Candy below. It's a particularly good one today. We're going to talk about it in a minute, and the results of our rock and roll poll. And by the way, I apologize, we didn't have a Daily Dose on Friday. I had not one but two kids at home that were sick, and I was running around filling prescriptions and we ran out of time. And I apologize, but we do make every effort to update the Daily Dose on Mondays and Fridays. But if you want to know other things that are going on, please get on Facebook and get on the Showgram with JC Corcoran, the Showgram with JC Corcoran on Facebook, and you'll get periodic updates throughout the course of the week. All right, our rock and roll poll question: do you tend to buy cheap or expensive sunglasses? Hey, the humidity's down, the sun is out. You know, how many times do you, just get sick to your stomach because you lose a $100 pair of sunglasses? And apparently not a lot of you, because the number one answer is 77% cheap sunglasses. 77%, only 23% of you buy the expensive ones. All right, today, August 6th, marks exactly 3 months until the presidential election. So our question, 3 months out, who's going to win? Is it going to be Barack Obama, Mitt Romney, or... We gave you the option of answering with letter C, which is we're not going to make it until November 6th. Please answer down in the corner. We'll have results for you on Friday when we reconvene. Stevie Wonder divorcing his wife of 11 years. Word is he might not have been seeing another woman on the side. Think about it. It's funny. 82-year-old Clint Eastwood has endorsed Mitt Romney for president. He's also endorsed Dulcolax as the stool softener of choice. Chick-fil-A not backing down from their stance on opposing gay marriage. Here we have some new Chick-fil-A slogans. I think these are good. How about this for a new Chick-fil-A slogan? The only thing more closed than our stores on Sunday is our minds all day long. Right? Fanatical intolerance never tasted so good. Chick-fil-A, we support traditional fat families. Or Chick-fil-A, we believe marriage is between a man and a woman, but indigestible chicken is for everybody. All right, let's jump around a little bit here. We learned a little bit about the Olympic spirit last week, didn't we? The Olympic teams deliberately trying to lose to get into a better bracket. I don't know. Maybe you feel differently about this, but I would never watch badminton or ping pong or people jumping on a trampoline. And I don't consider those things sports. They require skill, there's no question about that, but I don't think they're sports. And I'm not going to sit in front of my TV and watch people compete in these things just because Sun Network paid $1.5 billion for the TV rights. I'm sorry, that's not enough incentive. People playing water polo and synchronized swimming, maybe if my daughter was in high school and she was competing, maybe I'd watch it then, but otherwise, forget it. I'm not going to sit home and watch that stuff. Oh, boy. March, the warmest in history since they've been keeping records. Now, July, the warmest July ever in history, 8 degrees over normal. It didn't just break it by, a degree or two. It broke it by an average 8 degrees. I heard somebody say, some agronomist or somebody said, we would need between 9 and 15 inches of rain at this point to catch up to where the crops could catch up and it could actually do us some good. We're going to be facing a lot of higher food prices and stuff well into next year. But the thing about it is, it's still funny how people deny the fact that the climate either has changed or is changing. What if this happens again next year? What if this is the new normal? While all this is going on, you have people still in denial over the idea of climate change, which is interesting because you'll still find people who are, in denial about Barack Obama's birth certificate and other little conspiracies that it seems like the conservative Republicans are always jumping around, waving, we have proof, we have conclusive proof. And it's like, and yet you have the numbers on climate change and the numbers don't lie and you're still in denial. This I do not understand. This I do not understand. Let's talk about TV dopes. Got a couple of awards. One goes to a reporter on Channel 5 last week who was talking about the car crashed into the Medium. It's median, not medium. Hopefully it didn't crash into the extra large later. The Glendale family murders. Channel 4 actually put up a graphic that said, father charged in murder. Somebody hit the wrong button. Because when they're having the news conference, And we've seen some of this, by the way, on the great HBO series that's been running with Jeff Daniels called The Newsroom, where, you know, when you have a breaking news story, you have both versions of the story in your font generator, and then you say, okay, and then somebody hit the wrong one. Accidents can happen. By the way, Channel 5 is now doing a couple of their news programs, particularly their 4 o'clock show, in front of a giant, and I mean a giant sign that says Breaking News Center. Breaking News Center. Now, it's interesting because a couple of years back, in response to some focus groups, because people were going, look, people are always going breaking news, and it's not breaking news, and they're just sucker punching us. So Channel 5 made it the thrust of their promotional campaign. They said, we will never call something breaking news when it's not. And people went, oh, that's great. But all they did is just turn around, and when something happened, they referred to it as a developing story. So they didn't really change their policy, they just changed the name. So now they're back to breaking news. They got a big breaking news sign, and they were doing a yo-yo demonstration in front of it the other day. This goes back to in '93 during the floods throughout the Midwest, and obviously here in St. Louis, where KMOX said, now let's go to Flood Central. And people went, oh, they're going to Flood Central. Let's get ready, honey. And Flood Central was the microphone next to the newsman. That's Flood Central. Thank you. We're 3 months out from the election. Thank you, Sarah Palin, for reminding me that I cannot watch any live television anymore. I have to watch everything pre-recorded because I want to skip through the commercials, because I'm not going to ruin my life for the next 3 months watching these politicians beat up on each other and call one another every name of the book and all these ridiculous. Sarah Palin with her mama grizzlies and her, what the hell was the other thing? Oh yeah, she's a fighting maverick, and it's like, thank you. The Rams, anybody else find this excitement about the 2012 Rams sort of, I don't know, amusing? We have changed coaches. This team is 15-65 in the last 5 seasons. That's worst in the NFL. You know, win some games back to back, and everything will come. But all this excitement about the fact that we changed coaches. Oprah producing a new reality series for LaToya Jackson. Really? Oprah, you get your big shot at running a network, and this is it? A reality show with LaToya Jackson? CDC just released the top 5 causes of death for every age group in the country, and it's sort of eye-opening. For people under 44, accidents are the top killer. So if you're under the age of 44, you're more likely to die in an accident than from some goofy disease that gets you. Now, if you're between 45 and 64, cancer is still number 1. All right. New study, 40% of women said that a man with too much hair gel turns them off. 50 Shades of Grey. People already looking forward to next February to see if there's going to be a baby boom. Last week in Tennessee, a 38-year-old woman posted a picture of Mitt Romney on her Facebook page. Her 40-year-old boyfriend thought that she was messing around with some guy. He didn't recognize Mitt Romney, and he saw it on her Facebook and thought that she was fooling around with some really handsome-looking guy in his 60s, so he smashed the crap out of her, broke her computer, and he's in jail right now. This is Tennessee. Nothing like reinforcing a cultural stereotype, huh? All right, JC's Eye Candy today. I don't know what they're doing over at Fox Sports Midwest. Dan, Al, and Rick are being rotated on a rolling basis. You never know who's doing the game. This is not done anywhere else in Major League Baseball. I don't know why we're doing it here in St. Louis. But anyway, about 5 years ago, apparently the money was pretty good because Dan McLaughlin became Dan Walters, Washington, D.C. reporter. You think I'm kidding? This was an infomercial for a shady-looking mortgage outfit, but it was supposed to look like one of these investigative news reports. And so Dan became Dan Walters, investigative reporter in Washington, D.C. You've got to see this. It's hilarious. It's right down there. Hey, you know, when they're offering money, sometimes people say, well, how many people could possibly see it? I saw it. A lot of people saw it. All right, check it out. JC's Eye Candy. It's a riot. All right, it is 67 days since Mark and Lauren, the wimp and the blimp, pulled the plug on the show in the classiest move of all, releasing me with absolutely zero severance pay. Nice job, guys. 67 days and 44 days since the classless hack Deb Peterson had her vermin-ridden gossip column taken away by the Post. Good things come to those who wait. All right, rock and roll poll question. 3 months today is when we're going to have the presidential election, November 6th. Who's going to win? Barack, Mitt, or are we going to make it to November 6th? Please answer down in the corner, and we'll have results for you on Friday. We update the Daily Dose here at jcontheline.com every Monday and Friday. And again, we're on Twitter at STLJC Corcoran, and lots of stuff on Facebook throughout the course of the week at The Showgram with JC Corcoran. Sign up for that, and you'll get all sorts of extra stuff. And in case you're counting down, 6 days until the closing ceremonies of the Olympics, 28 days until our next holiday, the Labor Day weekend, and 79 days until the Cardinals in the World Series. That's it, JC's Daily Dose for Monday, August 6, 2012, a combined venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Clayton. In the meantime, we've beaten this one to death. Have a good one. See you later. Bye.